Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Camp Christo and this is the Once More with Feeling campaign in Black Ice. I have a few things we want to achieve today. First off, got to drive out these guys. I'm pretty sure they're just separatists that rose up because, yeah, Yvran is not military policed at all. It's a bit of a muck up on my part. There you go. We will have to deal with that. I don't seem to have any spare guys. One of you guys is spare. Let's have you come over. This is going to be plenty garrison, so why don't you four come over? And with, sorry, three. And with those four all here, that should be sufficient. Now, this line is holding steady. The Soviets clearly aren't dedicating their best. There's several jokes about sending their best, but anyway. The main line, I think, is fairly stable now. Obviously, we still have some supply issues, predominantly in the north. The fallback is underway. We'll see how that can go. Let's go speed 3. Important decisions. Probably Enigma garbage. No? What is it? Oh, we can proclaim the Greater German Reich, apparently. Where's that? Ooh, seize control of Leningrad. If it's not completed in 132 days, I lose war support. What? Load of rubbish. And then if I don't do it, I unlock a decision. Alright. Naval invasion of Leningrad is what I'm hearing from that one. But where's this Greater German Reich? Here it is. All it does is change the name. Really? Wow. What a pointful feature. Did we gain cores or something? Like, did that just integrate Alsace-Lorraine, or did I do that via focus? Did Luxembourg... Did we integrate these via event? Via a focus earlier, or did we just get them? I'm not sure. Maybe that's what that does. Anyway, so, we're going to want to try and naval invade Leningrad. I'm prepared to throw 17 divisions' lives into the fray in order to try and get this. What's my naval invasion capacity right now? What's that under? Here? No. What does it show naval invasion capacity? I guess I'll just have to look in the tech. Is there even naval invasion capacity in this mod? Maybe they removed that tech? Doesn't seem likely though. Here they are. Okay. 5. God. Okay. Well, that's obviously a problem. We can't afford to wait 300 days to get the next tech, so I guess we're just gonna have to make do with 5 divisions. So you guys from here in the better supply zone. Do we land next to Leningrad or on Leningrad? I think perhaps 2 next to it, 2 on it. Seems prudent. Yeah, right. Come off. Go back on. Cannot assign select units disorder. Why not? Why not though? Ah, because I didn't actually put them in a new army. I just created a new freaking battle group. That's not what I meant to do. You are the northmost army. Okay, you 2 divisions. Here, just get assigned to some... get assigned to some random order. Then come up here. Good. I think that'll probably work. Let's take one of our sub-forces. Go scout. See what's in Leningrad right now. What is this attack? Don't do that. Keep falling back. This is fine. This defensive line, I don't know. I've got hopes. We could push down here. There's not a huge reason to do that. Splitting into more supply zones would be good though. And we've got all these men without something to do, so why don't we try some very small encirclement-based pushes on this southern flank. You guys can go here. This can go here. And then here and here. And we will need preferably some fighter support here. We'll see if we can just do a couple of encirclements, get some kills down here. And that should work out. Now up here, come on guys, retreat to the front line. Get your asses moving. Problem is the supply situation up here is just so dire. You guys hold a sec. Fuel situation is pretty bad. We'll have to... Let's do something about that now rather than when it becomes critical. So all planes on currently inactive fronts cease operations. And we will just relinquish control of the air in the south for now. And there you go. That's immediately making a huge difference. How much fuel do the Soviets have? Is that not something you can tell? I really feel like something you should be able to tell with, like the same as other stuff that you can sometimes tell about your enemies. Okay, these pushes. This one unsupported one seems foolish. Why don't we send a guy this way to help out with that one instead? So we're just going to do a bunch of small encirclements on the front, and if they go well, we will repeat the process, maybe take Stalingrad, new front line here along that river, with more of these infantry deployed. That seems like that would be a good move to me. Meanwhile, no huge push. Sorry, just getting a message from my girlfriend. Sorted. No huge push in response to me turning the air off. With this air not flying, we shouldn't have it in these ports in the low supply region. Sorry, the air bases in the low supply region. Let's move them out. That'll improve the situation here. Good. Okay, up in the north. Well, we might actually want to put... Yeah, let's do that. Let's put some good planes, experienced planes, over Latvia. And it's time for these guys to shift their attention. Oh, here you're way overstacked. 200 of you can go here. The less experienced ones of you can go perhaps here. It's going to be tough. We'll see. See how that shakes out. Total air superiority here will be obviously hugely useful. Keep falling back, but don't let these guys get encircled. Same for you. You guys just hang out on this front for now. Good. Okay, new line being established here in an air zone that we can contest and win. You guys, what are you doing? You clearly don't need to be doing that. Actually, some of you guys are gods and have range from all the way down here. My lord. Go ahead and keep doing that. Okay. Now here, I could do with planes here. Can fit 3 wings in there. So let's do that. These are bad close air support. So maybe I don't bother with them. Let's just put these 3 in here. Bit tricky to pick that one out, but there we go. Okay, so we're across the river in a few places. We're going to stay extremely conservative. We're just gonna do these little micro pockets, and this is probably what we're going to do against the Soviets. This is what I always do when I find myself in a difficult situation. You just micro pocket. We probably actually, yeah, we have loads of supply down here. Let's run a micro pocket operation down here as well. No, I don't need to do a new line. We got one already. Where are my backup tanks? Like, don't I have spare tanks somewhere? Yeah, this position up here, you're over tanked. Let's pull tanks out of the bad supply zone and have them come in the south, and we'll do some pocketing. This is what we need to do. We just need to inflict some casualties on the Soviets. That's what I think we need to do anyway. And by doing that with these micro-pocketing maneuvers, we can thin out their front line, allowing for a push. Now this front line has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 provinces on it. So you do not need 8 tanks. 9 tanks in the south. Give me 9 tanks in the south. I'll give you some Soviet casualties. I'm feeling this campaign today. I'm glad about that. I've sprayed anesthetic on my throat. I'm good to record. So 2 of you go here. 1 of you immediately go past. Okay. Free dockyards. We are going to embrace... we're not importing steel or anything, are we? No. So there's no real downside to me building my huge cruisers. But I'm going to stop dedicating resources towards the naval effort until the Soviets are defeated. Because the destruction of the Soviets is just so much more important. And I should have come to this conclusion earlier. We should have had more research into infantry equipment and tanks and stuff. And less into the Navy. Got a lot of research slots opening themselves up for use very soon. That's good. While we're here, they've got a tank division here. Why don't we try and... Oh, we've only got 1 guy ready to attack there. Can we pull this off? There's a heavy air and upgrade that we need in order to get the Panzer. Let's do that. 2 of you guys stay behind. Still support attack in. I want trying to... This is foolish. This is foolishness. Just pull back. Pull back from there. Good. Okay. Don't want to go oversupply in the south. Just let me know when these tanks arrive. And then we'll make some moves. Is what we'll do. Meanwhile, down here. First nano pocket established. Just clear it out. Dissolve the pocket, as what's he called? E-Story puts it. Fantastic YouTube videos on the Eastern Front, by the way, on a YouTube channel called E-Story. You should go and watch his stuff. It's phenomenal. Okay, obviously we have weak flanks here. But I reckon we're probably still going to be okay. You can cross over here. More civilian works and dive bombing. Good. Yeah, keep getting this. Our lack of air doctrine is probably really hurting us. Are we okay on fighter tech? Yeah, what about CAS tech? I have another CAS available. Good, let's get that. It's going to be extremely useful. Easy pockets down here. Up in the north, our retreat is being carried out painfully slowly, but that's just the way she goes. These guys are in position. Where are my subs at? Where are you? Docked in Memel? Here, come and have a look up here. Did they die? Oh, maybe they got bombed. Maybe they all got bombed to death. It's possible. Okay, once he gets up there, we'll know more. Okay, these guys are now on the correct front. We don't want to be fighting in Estonia, so let's have all you guys fall back. The infantry can switch back to the proper infantry leader, which still has a battle plan. Good. Good. Okay. And then we're going to need to deal with supply in this region, which essentially will just mean reducing a lot of the infantry presence on the front, I think. See how that goes. Okay, meanwhile, down here. Come on. Liquidate this pocket. And then once this one's empty, we'll move into the other side. There's another one. You can close this. These two can support you. Good. These guys crossing here will be the perfect opportunity to both beat this attack and then drive in here. If you want to head north, that'd be good. Let's have an infantryman come north. Wipe these guys out. And obviously, if they're just going to fall back, leaving empty tiles, I will acquiesce. Gaining fuel, now that we've limited our air deployment. That's very good. Up here, they're still putting lots and lots of fighters against us. Since we're not actively fighting here, we don't need the CAS. And since we don't need the CAS, let's pull the CAS back and deploy fighters instead. You're close S4. Green is fighters. Right. Give me these fighters over this region. I feel like we could mill a lot of Soviet airplanes right here. Another room for another 300 here. You guys already actually have full coverage, as do you. Do you? Yeah. My fighters have pretty darn good range, honestly. Get another 200 fighters here. So let's put 200 from here, 200 from here, and then I just need one more brave soul. You'll do. To go here. Good. You can have an ace as well. Okay. Now, down here, things looking pretty good. Now these guys have crossed. Should be able to wipe out this pocket. Nice. 12 divisions right there. Leveling up. Let's redraw this. If you want to get a planning bonus before you close it up, that's fine by me. There we go. Good. Just holding here. That's not ideal. I'd rather be easily holding. This guy near you in there. Right, some of this fighting is actually in this zone, so let's switch the fighters back over. Now, with air support, how are you feeling about that closing? Not bad, not bad. And if we can keep pressure on them, obviously they have no supply, so they're not able to reorganize. Okay, there we go. Our infantry is in position. Our ships on low strength. Just means my cruisers. That's fine. They can keep at it. They've been doing good work. So is my... Where's my sub? I think it's because they keep going to repair. Hey, stop repairing. Go here. Yeah, never repair. When are you going to be there? You should be there. Which one do you hover? Is it just on you directly? 12 hours in its destination, but that might be the next step. Okay, supply here. Improving. Improving. Enigma code update. No problem. Oh yeah, give me ground crews down here in the south. Superb. You guys just come in here. If you want to head north, that'll be grand. Right, now our attack's begun here, we can do a bit of support. Wipe them out. Good. Okay, that tile was meant to fall, so that's okay. Make sure we have people going in this direction as well, because I don't want them to cut in behind us. Rigo would be under threat if that happens. Where'd my freaking... Oh, they keep killing my subs as soon as I try and scout up here. Alright, light cruisers. Get up here. Not you. The rest of you. Hold. Just go over here. These light cruisers have AA, so they should be okay. We should be... yeah, they've got a lot of fighters here. A lot of planes here. We should be operating anti-bomber runs over here, I think. With some of the best planes that we have. To prevent them from killing too many of my... my fighters. Good. How are we doing? So it looks like Leningrad is actually undefended. Which would obviously be marvelous if it were true. So that's promising. Some new cruisers for the mill. Is this where I want to be doing all my raiding right now? Probably not, realistically. Not until we do another push. Managing to hold this forward position, if we do manage to hold it, is going to be fantastic. A swift strike to here first, followed by a strike up towards Noir would be brilliant. Okay, you guys, delete all orders. And honestly, merge all fleets. And get yourselves down here. And then I'll deal with you in a second. We'll resume some Atlantic convoy raiding. I don't want to allow the Brits to gather up too much strength. How are we doing in the east? Japan is dominating the rubber islands and stuff over here. That's excellent news. The United States naval invasion was kicked out of this part, but migrated north to Hokkaido. Okay, interesting. Hopefully they'll be able to hold them off. Obviously, Japan falling would be really bad, because right now they're denying a lot of rubber to the Allies. I mean, is that like all the rubber in the world? Yeah, the US has a tiny bit of rubber. What do you mean you have no... Oh, they've got their closed economy. Right, okay. But yeah, I mean, if you look at England, how much rubber have you got? None. He has no rubber. Okay. So that's going to be slowing down his ability to actually do much. That's fantastic. Okay, are you guys super experienced? The guys that I've had? Yeah, not bad. Let's do a quick strike with the naval bombers. Let's see if we can catch any British ships in port for a second here. Anyone there? Doesn't look like anyone's home. Unfortunate. Oh, no, there are some. Yep, there's some big ships in port. Okay, let's try committing to this strike for a second. Naval supremacy over Southeast England, please. Sorry, aerial supremacy. Let's see if we can bring down some of their fleet here. Infrastructure works done. Nice. Factory output. Solo factory output seems pretty darn strong. Real power gain for lower encryption. It's pretty good. Local supplies up is pretty nice. Even though that's not superb generally. Fuel gain per oil, I think, is probably what we have to get. Right? Yeah. Let's get that. 15% fuel gain per oil is pretty darn important. Alright, let's just not lose focus on the Eastern Front while I handle this. Those naval invaders are winging their way across. Should be fine. That. Okay, over here. Pocket liquidated. Let's move in here. Good. You two want to try and push in here. That'll be grand. This is all one front line, right? Alright. So this pocket should work fine once these guys, excuse me, come in here and help defend. That should be solid there. Okay, and once we have this front a bit more stable, we might want to move in some of the infantry. So these port strikes, we haven't killed anything yet. And we've probably lost... We only lost one bomber. We've killed 21 enemy fighters. Holy crap. Yeah, this is a very good operation. We're getting more resistance up here? How? How, I say? Allow me to send 2 more. That's the only place, right? No, we're getting... Suddenly we have resistance popping up all over the bloody place. Alright, excuse my language. In fact, you know what? I'll sort the resistance in between episodes. Because it grinds my gears having to try and be interesting while just clicking on buttons for resistance. What is going on here? Oh, God. Yeah, no. Not that one. You guys, hold. It's a good thing they didn't move in here. Why are we so slow? It must just still be the supply, yeah. Alright, let's pull back yet more men off this front. We're overstacking on that army now. I guess some of them can go into this one. We need to not be overstacking down here. And yeah, we can now fully adopt this front line properly. Good. You guys on there. Don't assign these guys or they'll stop walking for some reason. Okay. Brilliant. I will see you in the next one. Looking forward to it. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.